dozen screws over today. We saw two big bucks driving over here. It was almost a full moon. It was really bright. It was 29 degrees. It's going to start warming up here in a minute. Should stay like 30 or something for a few hours at least. We saw two does going to the private land, walking in, and we jumped a deer, getting in the stand. 2 days ago, I saw two does and a buck. Hopefully we see more and have a better morning. It's a southwest wind, so it's not super great for this tree stand, but there's barely a wind right now. So hopefully everything's gonna come from the west today. He got downwind of us. Well, I thought that was a big doe. Turned out to be a big spike. Why? There's another deer. There's another spike. There's another spike right here. Don't move. Is that the same buck? He just blew and ran that way. Now there's a deer right there. I think it's the same deer, but he just blew and ran that way. Now there's another deer right here. He's right there. I don't know. He's walking where we came in. He's going to that corner. That's what that other buck did 2 days ago. He came in front of me and he walked that trail that way. Ain't that crazy? A deer blows through the woods literally 20 seconds ago. And there's already another spike walking right in front of us like not a care in the world. So we got two spikes of the two deer we can't kill. Well, this sucked. We just had 3 does come from the ditch and they're immediately downwind of us and smelled us, and they have not stopped blowing yet. So 2 deer have gone through the woods and blown like crazy so far. probably shouldn't have came to this stand. I thought a lot of deer would come from behind us, which that one did, or come from the west. But this southwest wind is terrible for this tree stand. It's a doe. I think it's a yearling. Yeah. Just looks like a small doe. Why? A doe's coming. There's another doe. There's another doe. There's another doe. I found her in my camera. Well, my GoPro died because of the cold, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't charge it long enough. But we had a small doe, looked like a yearling, come out right here, and then there was another doe, and she was starting to come to us, but she turned around and walked away and disappeared. I don't know where she went. But then that yearling went back the way we came. I still don't know where that doe is. I thought she was gonna come right to us. I thought she was gonna come right there.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna come to
I'm
the
like, I'm gonna smoke her. I'm also shocked that none of them smelled us because the wind's blowing right there.
Yeah.
I think the wind is actually blowing like right here.
Yeah.
And they're right there, so they're just out of it. Plus, we don't have much of a wind right now. I know with that sunshine, it helps a lot.
It definitely does.
She was like right there. She could.
I ranged her in at 54 yards.
Okay.
But
She could still be there, and we just not see her.
yeah, but there was no shot. I at least thought she was gonna walk a little bit closer.
Yeah, I had no shot. I thought if she got to here, I could take a 35-yard shot, probably. But
what sucked is trying to find her on.
I know it's hard on the camera.
Not even just the camera. I was trying to find her on the rangefinder.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
They hide pretty well. You know, I get mad every time I hear it, but it just goes to show you that when deer blow, it really doesn't affect them as much as you think. We had one deer blow through the woods and another deer just walk by not caring. Then we had 3 does blow like crazy, and then we had 2 more does and just walking around like nothing happened. So this is all in a matter of like 45 minutes. Every time I go to drink my coffee, deer show up.
You should drink your coffee more.
Every time I reach for it, I see a deer. What is that, 7 deer we seen?
The spike? Yeah, there's spike.
That's 9.
That's the 3.
That's 9, including the 2 we saw walking in, and we spooked one. So, but in the tree stand, we've seen like 6 or 7. That's not bad. I saw him, but he ran out. He's right there. see if I can. Let me see if I can grunt him in over here. That was exciting, dude. I can still see. A doe snuck up behind us while we were trying to look for the buck. Man, that's like 13 deer we've seen so far today. So, I thought I heard something. I thought I heard at least something. I thought I heard it to my left. But I'm trying to watch the buck in front of me. And so, as I'm watching him walk into the grass, I look to my left, and the doe is just staring at my soul. He probably saw us moving because we were. She was at least. He looked like a decent 8-point. He was. She was at least not even 30 yards away from me. They're all moving and they're all going into that corn. If I knew she was right there, Ethan, yeah. I had a clear lane shot 30 yards. Oh, but she was staring straight at me and I didn't know she was there. Yeah, because I was moving trying to get the buck on camera. I just heard it. She's like, yeah. All the deer are going in that corn right there. Oh, well, that corner spot. That corner is super. A stand at the fire lane would be the good. Problem is do you know they're gonna cut that fire lane? Oh well. Oh guys, back up in the tree. We're set up. It's about it's 3 o'clock. One of the big movement times were 2 to 4 today, but it's almost 70 degrees, so I doubt they'll be moving till dark. I don't expect to see deer over here till dark. Why? Wyatt went to the tree stand we went this morning. Hopefully he kills a deer coming from the corn. That's the only way he's not going to get caught with that stupid southwest wind. Hopefully one of us kills something today. I haven't hunted this spot since last year. I have no expectations. I didn't really see a whole lot of sign besides the same trail that's always there. But about 100 yards, 120 yards in front of me is the marsh. Nothing but thickets. It's all really, really thick in here. If a deer does walk to me, I'm probably not going to see it until it's right up on me. So I don't have any excuses for a shot. He's making a scream. That was exciting. I thought he came from the fire lane behind me. I thought he was actually a bigger bug. He's just a tiny little spike. That's the third spike I've seen today. I've never seen so many spikes before. That's a good sign that they're moving. Hopefully the next one's way bigger.